Now the handshakes begin, and we're just seconds away from the kickoff. Borussia Dortmund coming into this one with possibly the stronger mental picture. They know really they've got nothing to lose. This will be nice for them to get a bit of silverware this season. They've been so far behind Bayern the whole time. There's the referee and his two assistants, the two assistants today, Frank Willenborg and Christoph Bornhorst. What a great aerial picture that is. You're just seeing time for a quick cup final picture. I always think they look as if they're bracing themselves for somebody to kick them up the backside, but that's a different matter. The pennants are exchanged. Christoph Bornhorst on the right, Frank Willenborg on the left. Fourth official today is Christian Dingert. He'll be keeping Pep Guardiola and Jurgen Klopp in line in their technical areas. So the referee, Florian Mayer, ref of the year, 2008-2009. This is a replay of last year's Champions League final. And it's the last game in a yellow shirt for Robert Lewandowski. Well, there's the surprise man today, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, formerly of Brøndby in Denmark. The 71st German Cup final, the DFB-Pokal, being broadcast live in nearly 190 countries. Biggest ever audience. Bayern Munich with the kickoff. And away we go. 90 minutes. And if there's no winner after 90, there'll be two halves of 15 minutes extra time. And then there will be a penalty shootout if they still can't decide who's the best team on the day. It's the third time the reigning Bundesliga champions and the runners-up have met in this cup final. 2005, it was Bayern against Schalke. Bayern against Dortmund in 2012. Dortmund won that one, part of their double-winning season. The two most successful teams of the past 5 years coming up against each other. And as I said before, they'll probably be the two most successful teams over the next 5 years. If you're just joining us after the kickoff, I'm Phil Bonney. I'll be with you throughout the next 90 minutes, or even more, possibly. Højbjerg back to Manuel Neuer. Long ball, Robben trying to get underneath it. The header from Mats Hummels is a good one. Brought out by Socrates. First cup final ever for the Greek international. Will be in the squad going to Brazil. So no Schweinsteiger either in this game. All the Bayern fans were disappointed. Germany fans too. He's got a bit of a problem with his left kneecap. And there are rumours that it might even keep him out of the World Cup. Back to Martinez. Has a little look around. Dante didn't play last season in the cup final against Stuttgart. He was at the Confed Cup for Brazil. His Brazilian counterpart won't be too happy. He's only on the standby list, Rafinha. Philipp Lahm lifts it over to Højbjerg. Toni Kroos hasn't been in a cup final winning team. Played here 2 seasons ago when Dortmund won 5-2. Munich finding it just a little difficult to get out of their own half in this first couple of minutes. I'm sure it's not going to stay that way. There's Jurgen Klopp. Munich looking for the 17th time to get their hands on this trophy. There's Robben, always a danger. He's the man to score in cup finals. There's an effort. Oh, Weidenfeller saved that one with his nose. But the important thing is he stopped it. And that's all that counts. He's a tough fella, is Weidenfeller. Was substituted off. The last time Dortmund were here in the final, Mitchell Langerak had to come on and take over. He got an injury, did Weidenfeller. Here's the shot from Thomas Müller, right in the kisser. Weidenfeller showing his positioning was absolutely right. Schmelzer's just taking a little time, making sure his keeper's okay. But that gives you a hell of a whack in the eyes as well when it hits you full on like that. You find it difficult to see. It was, in fact, the first time ever that a keeper had been subbed off in a cup final. It was not last year, the year before. Well, the longer they keep the ball away from him, the better at the moment. Pep Guardiola got his first taste of defeat against Dortmund, the 4-2 loss in the Super Cup in his first game in charge. They'll meet again in the Super Cup on the 9th of August. That'll be after Brazil, when it all gets going again. Schmelzer, good header down the line from him, but it just goes out into touch. Header from Müller, and back by Milos Jojic. Flag stayed down, but the interception meant there was no worry anyway. Dante missed that one. Martinez will have to chase it. Ball just kept in. Boateng suspended in the league, couldn't play against Stuttgart in the last game of the season after picking up that red card. An unnecessary red card against Hamburg. Dortmund, of course, without Jakub Blaszczykowski, the Polish international captain. Neven Subotic. Here's Robben. Hummels gets across in front of him, and Weidenfeller can see well enough to gather that shot. Neven Subotic, though, is on his way back. I expect to see him again at the beginning of next season. Mitchell Langerak, the reserve keeper, who took over from Weidenfeller last season, 2 seasons ago. He's got an knee injury, so he's out. That means that the youngster, Zlatan Almirovic, is the reserve keeper for Dortmund today. Munich without Mandzukic as well. You might have read about that. Dropped from the squad by the coach. There's something gone on there. I'm not sure whether or not we might have seen the last game for Bayern Munich from Mario Mandzukic. Lewandowski up against his future employers and colleagues. Schmelzer. Şahin wins the throw. Nuri Şahin, also in his first final, cup final with Dortmund. Also injured for Bayern today, of course, Thiago has had to undergo a knee operation and he's out of the World Cup. That's a big blow for Spain. And for Thiago himself, of course, and as well as that Bayern Munich. Bart Stuber's back in training Franck Ribéry only making the bench today, but he's got a bit of a back strain that's giving him some trouble. Schweinsteiger, as I mentioned before, out with a patella problem that might be more serious than they're letting on. And David Alaba with a stomach muscle problem. Robben. Oh, it's good play. Götze. And no risks taken by Socrates. Mario Götze up against, of course, his old team. Clearance only going as far as Boateng. Referee Florian Müller bringing it back. Free kick to Bayern Munich. Robben and that left foot of his. Or Toni Kroos. Toni Kroos, who's rumoured to be a little unsettled. Robben drops it short, too short. Not seen too much from Marco Reus so far in this game. Schweinsteiger, of course, will be devastated, not only because he can't play today, but he would have broken a record, something that Bayern Munich and Bayern Munich players seem to do at will. That would have put him one win ahead of Oliver Kahn, 7 cup wins. Oliver Kahn has won 6. Some people would have been questioning the fact that even without Mandzukic, Claudio Pizarro was not in the starting lineup. He is, however, on the bench, along with Van Buiten, Shaqiri and Contento. Dortmund's bench has Friedrich, Kehl, Hoffmann, Aubameyang, Kirsch and Durm. Martinez. Dante. Interception from Großkreuz. Chance now for Dortmund. Oh, a vital foot from the Spaniards. Lewandowski trying to play in Reus. But the outstretched boot of Javi Martinez denying Dortmund the opener. Just 11 minutes gone. That was a real moment of danger for Bayern Munich in their new strip. Corner comes in, it's met by Boateng, then Robben, good header from him. The yellow shirts trying to keep a bit of pressure on. Dante guilty of a little bit of ball watching there. Højbjerg. A little bit too easy, that one. Großkreuz. Ready to immediately. Junic missing the tackle on Müller. Rafinha. He might have a go, you know. Well, he should have done. Socrates not hearing the call of his keeper. I'm surprised that anybody can hear anything that the coaches are saying either. capacity, 74,000 plus. Mkhitaryan has got a slight bit of blood, that'll have to be taken care of. Meanwhile, play can continue. Götze. Well, they know quite well what he's capable of. Munich bought him from Dortmund last season. They're doing more or less the same thing with Lewandowski, although he's coming on a free. Royce has got to go on his own. He's got no support. There was a little tug back there from Philipp Lahm. And the referee probably awarding Philipp Lahm captain's privilege there. That was a little close to a yellow card, I thought. Some of the fans agreed. That was a very big pullback from Philipp Lahm. Normally you've got to get a card out for that one. Captain's privilege. Germany's captain as well. Now we've got two balls on the pitch. Mkhitaryan can rejoin the fray. Hendrik Mkhitaryan, who's been a good addition. It's the 6th year in a row that he's been in a cup final. And the block from Højbjerg. What a big day it is for that young man. Schmelzer, who's had 150 appearances in the Bundesliga now for Dortmund, all of them for Dortmund. Şahin gives the sign. Oh, well taken by Manuel Neuer. He's also a record breaker, his 4th consecutive cup final. He played the first one for Schalke. And then the next 3 for Bayern Munich. Kept in. Müller. Robben's made a run. Müller didn't see him. Fast ball through. And Robben could have hurt Dortmund there. He does seem to be the man for the big occasion. He's not afraid to take responsibility. He's not afraid to shoot. He's not afraid to be cheeky either. And a little bit too much, the challenge. And the referee right there. Martinez can complain as much as he likes. But Florian Mayer was right on the spot. The referee saw it differently. That challenge. Socrates on Lahm, showing that there's no love lost in this game so far. Royce gives the sign. Lifts it into the box towards Lewandowski. Chance! Oh, snapped away by Dante. And I swear you could hear a heavy sigh of relief on the left-hand side of the stadium. Another foul. Boateng. They do, once they start the game, slip to a back 3 with Rafinha just in front of them on the left-hand side. Well, Socrates deciding that that was probably the better option, with Robben breathing down his neck. Socrates has played in 4 of the previous cup games. Müller dispossessed. Lewandowski. Mkhitaryan. Ah, that was blocked. And Robben off like a shot. Gets it to the centre, needs a turn and fire from Kors. Oh, Müller took a deflection. All the sting taken out of it. That was nicely done by Hummels, cool and calm. That'll be a free kick. Emotion starting to rise. Martinez protesting his innocence. The yellow shirt shows different. Block from Schmelzer was a good one. Royce played into the gap for Lewandowski. That's just where he likes to lurk and latch onto those through balls. Bayern fans letting their displeasure be heard. Schmelzer with a little bit of room. The bounce nearly going through to Lewandowski. Goetze. Challenge was too late. Now Robben's got a chance to attack the defence. Højbjerg wants it played back. Højbjerg gets it back as well, the Dane. This is Lahm. Well, as we've come to expect over the last season, since Pep Guardiola's taken over, 68% possession for Bayern Munich. So far in this game, we're only 20 minutes in. Robben, always with at least 2 yellow shirts around him. Schmelzer seems to be just coming back into form at the right time for the German national squad. Bayern finishing the season. Referee bringing play back. As we're saying, Bayern finishing the season not as strongly as they started it, that's for sure. There's the challenge. Both of them going for the ball. Nothing really wrong with that. Goetze and Şahin will know each other well from their time together in the old days at Dortmund. There's a run. Şahin saw the movement. Oh, that was well chased down. Lucas Piszczek. Lewandowski, always the target man. Şahin will go from distance, but that's never going to trouble Manuel Neuer. As I was saying, Bayern's season ended, really, on the 27th of March when they won the title. After that, things just seemed to fall apart. They lost against Augsburg, they lost against Real Madrid a couple of times. Philipp Lahm having some attention to his foot. Might have got stamped on, possibly. Oh, that was beautifully done. Lewandowski lets himself be muscled out by Boateng. Boateng can be a bit of a loose cannon. He's given away penalties before in the cup final, which Mats Hummels dutifully sank. this season it's been 2 3-0s. 3-0 for Bayern Munich in Dortmund and 3-0 for Dortmund in Munich. Match day 30 was when they last met. Royce having a good look. The big men are up for it. That's curled too much. Here's a nice little stat for you. 168 completed passes for Bayern Munich compared to 68 for Dortmund. But as we've often noticed in the past, it doesn't matter about possession, it matters about goals. So far, none for either side. Lahm's back up on his feet on the sidelines. Dante, Robben with his arm up. Lahm able to continue. Franck Ribéry's warming up on the side as well. Boateng. Højbjerg tries to get past his man, finds the way blocked by the back pass by Kevin Grosskreutz, whose back pass nearly gets his team into a lot of trouble. It looks as if the ball's been punctured, and so it has. We'll have a new one, please. Well, that's tennis. New balls, please. Drop ball. Robben feeling a little hard done by. He thought they were in a good position to attack. Hummel's back to his keeper. And vice versa. Ball out of play. Well caught by Pep Guardiola. This is actually the 36th cup final to be held in the capital. And the DFB, the German Football Association, received 300,000 ticket requests. And apparently they could have sold twice as many. I get the feeling that this game could be settled just by a single goal. I don't think it's going to be a repeat of that 5-2 a couple of years ago. 2-1, of course, in the Champions League. Mandzukic and Robben with the winner. Gundogan for Dortmund. And this is Robben. He's lost it to Mkhitaryan, who's promptly given it back to him. That's a great ball from Robben. Şahin looks wide. Grosskreutz able to clear and win the throw-in. That was well anticipated by Kevin Grosskreutz. There you go, Pep Guardiola with the catch. They play a lot of basketball in Spain, I hear. Hummels, that long ball. Desperate attempt by Lewandowski to get around Boateng. He thought he was impeded. The referee disagreed. Lahm. Højbjerg. Well, there was a run from Müller. So out of the World Cup squad, there's about 13 players here. 7 from Bayern, 6 from Dortmund. All looking to go to Brazil for a little football party. Korsquoit's cross. There's room at the back, Piszczek. Royce. He'll use Piszczek again now. The cross will come in. Ooh, well, reminiscent of Jakub Blaszczykowski's rather fine miss a couple of seasons ago. Although not in front of an open goal, it has to be said. That's where Lahm picked up the injury, and it was indeed caused by somebody treading on his foot. Ouch. Absolute shining example of a footballer. Once again, Franck Ribéry has to show us his boxer shorts. He does it every now and then. I seem to remember a leopard skin pair. But substitution is going to be made. Lahm having to go. Franck Ribéry, the man to come on. So Lahm injured with a stamp on the foot. Let's hope that's nothing more serious than a bad bruise today. There is always that 5th metatarsal that keeps going in quite a lot of players. Certainly a World Cup or two ago, that was the favoured injury. I remember Beckham, Rooney, various other players. And the slightly older fans among you will shake your head and say it's the new boots they use these days. They're far too thin. They're more like slippers. There is Philipp Lahm. Worrying moments for Jogi Löw and the German national team. Yeah, there we are. Hansi Flick on the right-hand side. So the substitution can be made. So there'll be a little rejig, I should imagine. Rafinha. And the rest of the back 4 will probably stay as they are, but Ribéry will come out a little bit wider. Or he might join Robben up front. The two of them do work very well together. Although Ribéry's also had a bit of a disappointing second half to the season. Well, that's not good for the German national side. Let's hope it's nothing serious. Højbjerg loses possession. Jojic loses possession again. Müller. Ribéry, good first touch, but well positioned again. It was nicely done by Mats Hummels. Oh, Lewandowski so very nearly got past Martinez. And the block from Royce is timely. That is not a good picture for any fan of Germany. But now the speed of Franck Ribéry in the centre of the park. Of course, dropping back a bit further. Here is Ribéry. Tries to walk through the yellow wall. Can't do that. Schmelzer. Nicely played by Lewandowski. Royce. Snapped away from him. Now Robben. Foot too high from Socrates. Pulled it down. Ribéry's foot was equally as high. Don't know what he's complaining about. Højbjerg. Müller lost track of the ball. Schmelzer's got it under control. But it's a hopeful lob, really. Ten minutes to go to the break. Nobody really testing the keepers to this point. Schmelzer somehow digs that one out. Şahin and Jojic getting the ball forward. Royce. Thought he might have been fouled. The sky is turning a rather strange shade of red. I think we might get some rain later. That will have an interesting effect on the game as well. Hummels. They rely on that through ball from him so much. Royce, little back heel from Lewandowski. Didn't quite come off. Referee will bring play back. Götze, the man fouled. And it is raining now, quite heavily. That should make things interesting and a little bit slippery on the top of the surface there. They were watering it earlier on. Bayern building from the back as they usually do. Well, that'll cool them down just a little bit. And I must say, I'm very glad that I've sat relatively high up and away from the rain. Playing in the rain can be fun, but sitting in the rain is just no tea party. Of course, plays the 1-2 with Ribéry. Rafinha, who's been quite quiet in this game. He, of course, got sent off. And that contretemps he had with Mkhitaryan. Ribéry, Robben, they understand each other so well. There was a little nudge there. Referee. Well, he stayed down. But I thought there was more than a big nudge there from Piszczek in the back. Some refs might have given that. Anyway, no real huge complaints from the Bayern players. Although the weather absolutely atrocious now. Hasn't spoiled the atmosphere though. Both sets of fans still waving their flags. Højbjerg with the header. What a great opportunity for him. 4 goals in 4 finals is Arjen Robben's haul for Bayern. Rafinha. Six minutes to go to the break. Again, a hopeful ball played out of the back from Dortmund, but that's Hummel's speciality. Plays them with a little bit more accuracy normally. Terrific amount of wind coming through the stadium as well now, from left to right, blowing in the direction of the Dortmund goal. Might be worth a pot shot. Højbjerg. Couldn't keep it away from Kevin Grosskreutz. Şahin fully committed. Müller, Mkhitaryan. That'll be a free kick. Did he get anything on the ball? Not really. Müller still able to get the ball on to the next station, as it were. Well, this is a good place for a free kick. There'll be a lot of discussion. Robben will fancy it from here. Ribéry will fancy it. Kors will certainly fancy it. This is real Tony Kors distance. Will they be cheeky? Or is it just going to be a straight effort at the goal? Of course it is, straight into the wall. Bayern have gathered it back for themselves again. Rafinha plays it down the line, but it's just too close to the line. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge there on the left. One of the top men at Bayern Munich. Anybody is here today, of course, for the cup final. Little nod on for Müller over Ribéry's head. Lewandowski gets it on the floor. Eventually a foul once again. Dortmund been pretty generous at giving away free kicks so far in this game. Højbjerg. Well, the cross was into the right area. Just nobody there. Martinez hasn't scored this season. Cup final would certainly be the place to do it. Here they come again. Ribéry, it's got inside. One too many. Dortmund need to concentrate now. Højbjerg just past the upright. Just a couple of minutes to go to the end of the first half, and the real first shot in anger on goal. An absolutely wonderful opportunity for the youngster. Maybe should have tried using the other foot. It might have curled the other way slightly. Well, the sun behind the Bayern Munich fans is slowly setting in the west. But at the moment, Munich's star seems to be rising. Franck Ribéry said a couple of days ago, if they don't get the double this season, it'll be a bit of a, well, not successful as they would have liked season. There you go, there's a little bit of Berlin skyline for you. The rain moving away eastwards. Dortmund heading westwards. Robert Lewandowski just before the break. Has he got there? No! The ball rising, and he couldn't get his knee over it, keep it down, but at least another shot. Half-time rapidly approaching. A single minute has been added on by the fourth official, Christian Dingert. Martinez and Royce not seeing eye to eye. And the referee will have words with the both of them. And it was about this slip here that brought about the shot. Højbjerg just charging past. I say the weather's improving. It's only improving slightly, of course. It's still raining. But hopefully that will move off during half-time. Ribéry. Royce. Dante gets in his way, and the referee agreeing that now is the time for a 15-minute break. So the players head towards the tunnel. 0-0 the score at half-time. As the rain recedes, still slightly drizzling. 0-0 the score at half-time. 4 shots on goal from Dortmund, 5 shots from Bayern Munich. Right in the opening 5 minutes, a great stop by Weidenfeller with his nose. That was probably the closest we came to seeing a goal, and no changes at half-time other than that one that happened in the run of play. Philipp Lahm substituted for Franck Ribéry. We're hearing reports that it might be something in the metatarsal area. Mittelfußbruch, possibly, as they say in German. That's the bones in the centre of the foot. If you're just joining us again after the restart, I'm Phil Bonney. I'll be with you through to the final whistle and after. Royce nearly latching on to that ball. We will see a winner today. No replays in the cup. Thomas Müller changes gear, heads towards goal. Last-ditch clearance. Socrates has had a busy evening so far. So the last 45 minutes or so for Robert Lewandowski, I should say. Mats Hummels wins the free kick under a little bit too much pressure from Arjen Robben. Well, Munich have been struggling a little bit defensively over the last few games. In fact, they've recorded just 2 clean sheets in their last 13 competitive games. Good run. Well intercepted, though. Ribery wanting to turn on the turbo, but the touch from Robben wasn't there. Just to reiterate, no Mario Mandzukic. It was rumoured that Pep Guardiola said, good luck at your next club. You know that there's interest from Chelsea in a possible deal with David Luiz. Well, that is, of course, just speculation. There's a lot of water going to go under the bridge between now, after the World Cup, before the start of the new season. Tony Kroos back to Martinez. Rafinha wants the ball. Rafinha gets the ball. What's he going to do with it? He's going to try and get past Mkhitaryan. The two of them not on the best of terms. Kroos spraying it wide to Højbjerg. Once again, the possession. Around about 70-30 in favour of Bayern Munich. Header on from Mkhitaryan. Royce fouled by Martinez. Applause from Pep Guardiola for the ball having been spotted as being out. Trying to gee his team up a little bit. Ribery skips past the challenge from Shahid, but not past the one from Mkhitaryan. Dortmund seem to have had trouble getting forward in this game. Robben. I think that's Tom Hanks in the centre of the picture there. Took me a while to recognise who that was. That's a little incongruous, but Tom Hanks is here. I wonder which side he's supporting. Dante. There was a hand in there, and the referee's assistant saw it. Royce protesting his innocence, and I think the slow-mo will show. A very clear handball. No case to answer. Rafinha. Oh, the ball took a little bobble there. Hummels very nearly found himself in trouble. Thumped away by Piszczek. Royce giving possession back to Munich again. Müller once again. Hummels. He's had a good game so far, Mats Hummels. That's a nice little bit of play. Lewandowski goes down. Referee reaches for his top pockets. And it's Toni Kroos who got a yellow card, if I remember rightly, against Stuttgart at the weekend, last weekend. He did indeed. 2 games in a row now. Although yellow cards don't really play a role in this competition. You've got first round, second rounds, round of 16, quarter-final, semi-final, that's 5 games. The final is 6. You have to get a red card ready for it to carry over into next season, as memory serves. So the first yellow card of the game. Still no goals, though. Manuel Neuer's had a very quiet match so far. In fact, he's had a fairly quiet season behind a defence that's been very miserly. .50 clean sheets for Munich after that game against Stuttgart on matchday 34, where Pizarro got the goal with the last kick of the game. There's Philipp Lahm all wrapped up. You can see that foot is obviously bandaged. He can't do the laces up. Block from Götze. Ribéry battling with Jojic. Referee had seen an infringement. I said at the beginning of this game, I get the slight feeling that 1 goal will be enough today. Two best teams in Germany, eye to eye. They've proved that this season already, both winning away from home against each other. Good little nod on from Ribéry. Has he got the power and the speed to get past Hummels? Yes, he has. Oh, good save, and that was very nearly an own goal. Müller clenches his teeth, but I think that very nearly went in off of the Dortmund player, Schmelzer. Well, I'll have to look at that again from a different angle. But I think that was more an own goal nearly than Müller. Obviously, Müller putting Schmelzer under pressure, and a good reaction from Weidenfeller. And that's woken up the Bayern fans once more. Here come Dortmund, though, playing towards their fans in this second half. Dispossessed, and dispossessed again, Şahin. Großkreuz, chance now for Dortmund, and this time the block is from Boateng, and Royce is getting the fans going. Trying to put Munich under a little bit of pressure. We saw something similar in the first half when Martinez had to put the ball out. We've not seen too many corners in this game. In fact, I think this is only the third corner we've seen. It's not a good one. Robben like a whippet out of the trap. Clearance to anywhere. Müller. Ribéry. Müller's made up a lot of ground in the centre. Ribéry needs to get past the Greek international. That was well done by Socrates. Dortmund bringing it away beautifully. Great passing. Then the foul. The Munich bench are up and protesting. Pep Guardiola expressing his displeasure. Fourth official. Christian Dingert having to deal with him, yeah. There you see on the replay how close that was. Free kick, though, for Dortmund. Second half a little bit more intense so far than the first was, as you'd expect. Schmelzer trying to run that one down. Boateng's there, though. Poor clearance from Neuer. Oh, they've put themselves into a lot of trouble. He's gone down. The referee's pointing to the spot. It's another penalty. No, it's just outside. He brought it up. He pointed down to start with. Then he raised it up again. Well, well, well. Just on the edge of the box. And I think Dortmund are about to bring on Jakub Blaszczykowski. No, surely not. No, it's Oliver Kirsch. I read the numbers wrong. It is a substitution. Mkhitaryan coming off, Oliver Kirsch coming on, and my brain having a freeze. Because I do know that Blaszczykowski's got a cruciate knee ligament injury. Meanwhile, more drama on the pitch. Not only is your commentator had a bit of a brain freeze there, but a friend of mine tells me that, quite rightly so, in this stadium from about this distance last weekend, Robert Lewandowski hit the target. Top scorer in the Bundesliga, winner of the Golden Boot. But this time he's opted to leave it for Marco Reus by the look of things. So, referee's now happy. He's tried one, and that one into the wall and off the back of the aluminium, and it's a corner. Oh, Manuel Neuer was very, very confident that that one was not going in. He stood right underneath it. He was there. Mind you, I do remember the old Cottbus goalkeeper having one going off the top of his head. Can't remember his name right now. That's a free kick. Hummels tangling with Neuer. Well, a quick shower for Manuel Neuer. The rain has eased off and has virtually stopped. Past the hour mark, still no goal, but we're getting closer. Either of these sides could break the deadlock on any of their attacks. Pep Guardiola helping Marco Reus very kindly to his feet. Lewandowski, a little bit too hard on Martinez. That was well won. Oh, he fancies it. Socrates moving forward the whole time. He's played 28 games this season, has scored once in the Bundesliga. For Dortmund, previously with Bremen, of course. And the card coming out again. Straight away, Højbjerg booked. Thomas Müller getting involved, and that was booked for simulation. There was no foul there, no contact at all. Dortmund with the chance to deliver something dangerous. Hummels at the back stick. There's the effort! Oh, it's off the line! Was it over? We're never going to know! Referee has allowed play to continue. It's another one of those goals. Or was it? Whistles from the Dortmund fans. They thought they'd taken the lead. There's a free kick. And we'll be able to have a little look at that now. Was the ball over the line? Or was it not? Hummels slightly, possibly offside. Oh, that ball looked into me. Looked into me. It looked in. It looked in. That's why players and fans and clubs want goal line technology, but not in Germany. They've agreed not to. It does keep you talking about it, though, afterwards, doesn't it? That looked in. Punched away by Neuer, back in by Schmelzer. Oh, that looks like a foul claim as well, but the referee waves it away. Rafinha. Things really starting to cook now. The challenge on Piszczek. Well, that had shades of Bloemfontein, shades of Wembley, 1966 about it. No contact on the ground to look at, though. But Dante looked well behind the line to me. Are Dortmund going to be left ruining that decision by Florian Mayer? Now it's Götze. They've got room outside Müller. Müller's gone for the little dink ball. It'll be a corner. Some of the fans on that far side thought that might have come off a hand. It did indeed, but the hand was on his body. He couldn't really do anything about it. Good call by referee Felix Meyer at one end. I don't know about the other one. We'll be talking about that one for a long time. Rare corner for Munich. Dortmund looking to break quickly. Oh, nicely done, and the trigger was pulled, but too late. Martinez, in typical Martinez style, getting his foot in and just bothering the player enough. Robben, good running from the Dutchman. Now there's trouble, Goetze, and thumped away again. Kirsch this time, getting that one away. Lewandowski, all on his own against Martinez, waiting for support. It has arrived, referees allow play to continue. Lewandowski pulls the ball up short, Royce is down. Well, that's very gallant. Referee with a yellow card for Boateng. That's the third yellow card now that Bayern Munich have had this evening. It was for that challenge. Let's have another little look at the goal, or the goal that wasn't a goal, in just a second. Now Hummels possibly parallel. Difficult to tell from that angle, but he does well to crane his neck round the ball. And that looks in to me. If you think about how wide Dante's hips have to be open that far at that position, to hit that ball is in. Hummels scored in the last cup final that Dortmund played in this stadium. Not the one in Wembley, of course. Royce is on his feet, that's the good news for Germany. He's having to go off because he received attention, of course. Mats Hummels, who scored twice this season in the league. Lewandowski got a hat-trick here last time. Robben looking to get his name on the score sheet this time. Again, Mats Hummels. He's having an impressive final. That's good news for Brazil as well. That was a little too sloppy. Kirsch. Oliver Kirsch, who reminded me of Jakub Blaszczykowski, I don't know why. It's only his 11th game of the season, 2 cup games and 8 league games to his credit this season. Mind you, it's a difficult starting 11 to get into at Dortmund. Just about 20 minutes to play. And still no goal. We'll need a game breaker in this one way or another. Rafinha. Goetze's there. He might have a shot, he thought about it, but the ball just wasn't running right for him. Robben, he likes to cut in and then release the ball. Rafinha, this is good stuff from Bayern. Cut out though. Lukas Piszczek, the Polish international. Well, Germany, of course, played Poland in Hamburg just a few days ago at the beginning of the week. None of the players on display today played in that game, of course. It was only a friendly. They didn't want to risk it. Of course. He's had a look. That ball was flying. There was some power behind it. Well, I wonder how long it'll be before they bring on Pizarro to try and force the issue up front. Dortmund, of course, have the magic missile as well. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Unnecessary contact from Franck Ribéry. Everything okay. Julic has started pulling himself out wide on the right-hand side. That dropped nicely for Royce. He's got support. Of course, Kreutz couldn't get it under control. They've taken it quickly. Good run from Schmelzer. Wants the return. Got it as well. He can have a go. He's hit it well. Good save, Manuel Neuer. Vital save. Kirsch with the shot. Beg your pardon. For some reason, I think he looks like somebody else today, but it was Oliver Kirsch that had the shot. I've got a blank in my mind as far as Oliver Kirsch is concerned today. Regardless, 0-0. Good effort. Well saved. Ball out of play. And to be fair to the Dortmund crowd, they've not given Mario Götze too much of a hard time today. That took a deflection. They're doing well. Kirsch staying and trying to bring that ball out. That's a free kick. Course was caught there. That was a clever foul. Pulled out by Şahin. He was waiting for him. I think the referee's right not to give him a second yellow for that. You can make up your own mind, of course. But I think Şahin teased that contact out of Toni Kroos. They've been fairly ineffectual with their crosses today, Dortmund. Just that one where Hummels might have had a goal. Bayern Munich really filling the air, the spectators filling the air with their name. It's a good turn from Götze. He's got room. Nice ball. Robben, once again, a great save from Weidenfeller. Germany's number 1 and 2 today, facing off against each other. And Weidenfeller as well. Standing in exactly the right place, getting the angles right. So even if he can't stop it with his hands, he stops it with his arms, his face, whatever necessary. Jurgen Klopp knows this one is on a knife edge. Although he did say earlier on this week to Pep Guardiola, surely the championship is enough. You don't need both titles this season. He also said that he's fairly sure that he's been following Pep Guardiola's career a lot longer than the other way around. Well, there you go. 76,197 inside the Olympic Stadium today. All we need is a goal in one form or the other. Mario Götze tried to run all the way through. Referee waves play on while the Bayern fans bay for blood. He thought that was a foul. Ribéry held off by Piszczek. Dortmund are not a team that will stare like a rabbit in the headlights when they play Bayern Munich. Lewandowski trying to get past Boateng. Højbjerg and Grosskreutz colliding. Of course, has seen that there's a bit of room out there, taken down beautifully by Højbjerg. Little skip. Müller just about to pull the trigger, but once again, the opposition knows exactly what he was about to do. Lewandowski going for the burn down the back straights. There's a quick throw. Manuel Neuer's seen it. He's had to come for it, and he's taken it well. Oh, this game's end-to-end at the moment. Quarter of an hour left to play. Still no break in the deadlock. I'm sure it's going to take something dramatic to win this game. Piszczek. Jojic. This is Şahin. Oliver Kirsch. Piszczek looking for the cross. Şahin goes for power. Thumps it into the advertising hoardings. Well, this has not been an epic battle today. Very strategic. Two teams, toe-to-toe, eye-to-eye, call it what you want. First and second in the Bundesliga. Very equal in a lot of things. One coach, the motivator, the other one, the philosopher. Referee waves play on. Ribéry sneaking along the outside flank. There's Robben. Goetze. Tony Kroos going down. Another free kick opportunity. I'm not going to say anything about that. That one's going to be photoshopped mercifully, I'm afraid. So, Tony Kroos. Headed away. Boateng trying to get it back in there. Play brought back. Kroos tried to react quickly, but the pass was inaccurate. Kirsch. Seem to be spotting him a little bit better at the moment. Here he is again. Have a go, son. Why not? If you don't shoot, you don't score. Course. Once more, that slow Bayern build-up. And they need to be a little bit more careful with the passes. Jojic. Royce. Royce has done well. Jojic was offside, I felt, but the interception means that Bayern are on the attack. Kirsch has the good sense to wait. Robben has been untiring in his running this afternoon or this evening. Good, sir. It's Martinez getting forward. Plenty of room. Højbjerg. Some fans hoping he was going to shoot. Punched away by Weidenfeller. Now Royce. And Großkreuz. Mr. Dortmund. I've said it before, if you cut him open, he'll bleed yellow and black blood. Schmelzer trying to release Royce. You can see it's time for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Jojic, the man who we really didn't see too much of in this game. Serbian under-21. 4 of 8 shots in the league he scored from, but he really didn't get into this game today. So, Aubameyang joins the fight. Robben, he's all on his own though, he's got no support whatsoever. Seven minutes to go, plus time added on for stoppage. Oh, there's a little break. And then it goes to extra time. The English FA Cup final went to extra time today. So maybe the German one will too. Or maybe we'll see a dramatic last-minute goal. Götze perhaps against his old team, or Lewandowski perhaps against his new team. It could go either way. They're so evenly matched today, these two teams. Nicely done by Şahin. Lewandowski. Großkreuz trying the first-time ball. Oh, it's dropped kindly for Aubameyang. Good challenge from Dante. Course. Ribéry, who just seems to be missing that spark that he used to have last year, or the first half of the season. That pace that would terrify defences when he ran at them. Well, it will be very interesting to see whether or not that goal that wasn't a goal from Mats Hummels, once it's been computer rendered, whether that was in or not. I'm sitting bang on the halfway line, and it looked in from where I was. Aubameyang, the target. Oh, that was nicely done. The ball was played behind him. He had to lift his foot to try and stop it. Of course, dumped unceremoniously on the floor. Ribéry has it straight under control. He might try something. Leaves it. Götze will have a go. Took a deflection. Once again, the two central defenders for Dortmund working very hard. Hummels and Sokratis. This is Royce. And his old mate Lewandowski. Lewandowski into the box. Bamboozles the defence. Took one too many before releasing the shot. Aubameyang. 1-2 with Kirsch, doesn't come off. Dante's there. It's starting to get a little bit frantic. Well blocked by the Greek international. Aubameyang wants that played in front of him. Rafinha's in front of him. The header away from Martinez, only as far as Şahin. He steers it out. Großkreuz. And look at Robben, back helping out. He just can't get enough of the ball at the moment, Arjen Robben. 30 years of age. Pumped through towards Aubameyang. That wasn't far off either. Three minutes to play. Who's got the nerve? Who will push for that final effort? Hummels does well. Müller was lurking. And he knew it. Aubameyang. Piszczek showed way too much of that to Rafinha. Şahin was alert enough. Nobody wants to make the final mistake that will let the other team in. A little bit of overcautious football now. Götze trying to play it to Robben. Nicely done. Oh, Hummels with a mistake. I think that's the first mistake, really, that we've seen him make this whole evening. Rafinha. Martinez closed down quickly by Royce, but he has time to get it to Müller. Højbjerg. Müller's in the centre. Chance for Götze, but Aubameyang is too fast. It's a corner. It's edge of your seat time now, if you're a Dortmund fan. Ribéry sets up the corner. Boateng's there, Dante's there, Martinez is there. It's very deep indeed. And that was just a little bit too much adrenaline from Franck Ribéry. The stewards are starting to come out and walk around the outside of the pitch. There's a scratch of the head from Philipp Lahm, a scratch of the head from Pep Guardiola. They've both had a substitution or two. Two for Klopp and one for Guardiola. Well, there you are, 2 minutes of time added on. So, 2 minutes for something dramatic, or we have another half an hour. Tony calls Rafinha in plenty of space, as usual. The possession is all Bayern Munich's. Flag up for offsides. So one last effort, perhaps, from Dortmund before we go to extra time. The header on from Lewandowski. Clearance from Martinez. There is still time. 30 seconds. What can they do? Piszczek's going to go for the long throw towards Aubameyang and Lewandowski. Lewandowski, as always, the target. That's a good throw. Header in from Kirsch. Piszczek. Manuel Neuer mops that one up. Last season we saw a dramatic last 5-10 minutes as Stuttgart made a real go of it. But this time it's extra time in the Olympic Stadium. And that means a short break, something to drink, and then we shall get going again. The two clubs very wary of each other, like two deer rutting stags sometimes, locking horns, for want of a better picture. So Bayern will start this first period of extra time with their fans behind them. They'll be kicking from left to right towards the Dortmund fans, who of course quite naturally then are behind their own team. Robert Lewandowski not on the score sheet today. The last few times they've met, there's been a few goals, or the last couple of times they've met, and he hasn't scored against Bayern Munich since that cup final a couple of years ago. They've met a few times as well since then, not only in the Champions League, of course, but in this competition. So the second half underway. Or rather, the first half of the second part of the game, the extra time. Dortmund, first chance. Oh, just past the upright from Aubameyang. And on the other side, or this near side, fans thought that was in. A heart-stopping moment for Bayern Munich fans around the world. Whether it be in India or Tennessee, there'll have been a few hearts stopped around the globe. Long ball for Lewandowski. Neuer claims it. Quick throw. Großkreuz. Lewandowski wanting to tease his way past Boateng, and he does so. He's got into the box as well. The clearance once again from Martinez. The referee having a word with Pep Guardiola, who is out of his technical area. And he looks just a little bit wired today, Pep Guardiola. Now, there's some problem with Manuel Neuer and a shoulder. I think it was here when he did that. He slipped and he landed awkwardly. Well, Lucas Reda is getting his kit on. And again, bad news for the German national side, but Manuel Neuer seems to be trying to shake it off. I expect they've given him something that warms the muscles there. There's the look from the Dortmund fans. Pep Guardiola explaining stuff to Thomas Müller. The ball sportingly delivered back into Dortmund's half. Long throw from Schmelzer. Just bounced wrong for Lewandowski. That one will cause no problem for Roman Weidenfeller. There's Lucas Reina warming up. There's no Tom Starker, of course. He's got an elbow injury. Just have to see how Neuer reacts after taking that whack on his shoulder. Nicely done by Ribéry. Højbjerg in plenty of room. Pass into the centre was poor, though. Martinez has a little look up, sees Frank Ribéry. Rafinha occupying that far side. Rafinha's made a little run again. Ribéry hasn't seen him. Ribéry didn't really have much option there. Lewandowski loses out to Toni Kroos. That'll be a foul. Dortmund have got themselves a little bit more into the game. Jogi Löw up there, along with Hansi Flick. My boss is in the front row as well. Cramp in Toni Kroos' leg. That wouldn't have happened when Felix Magath was coach. They would have all been much fitter. He'd have had them running round many, many, many times, even in the break. Karl Höpfner, the man who's taken over as Dieter Hoeneß's role as president. Dieter Hoeneß says he will be back. We have no reason to disbelieve him. The players appreciating the little extra break, I think, there. The rain has started coming down again. Maybe a substitution will have to be made. Guardiola doesn't look too keen about the idea. Pizarro is warming up. I mean, another shuffle of the Bayern pack. I'm a bit surprised that Dortmund's set pieces haven't been so good today. They, in the league, 34, or in fact 42.5% of their goals coming through set plays. That one not in Schmelzer's way at all. There's Dr. Rainer Raubel on the left, Hans-Joachim Watzke on the right. Both the top dogs at Dortmund. Mr. Raubel, of course, as well, president of the DFL, the German Football League. Another free kick for Munich. Still about halfway through this first half of extra time. Well, there was an option to play it onto course there. Götze decided not to. Very, very cautious. I think they're missing David Alaba today, Bayern Munich. He's been such an important player for them this season. Boateng nearly getting over the halfway line. Something Lucio used to like to do when he was at Munich. Lewandowski. Challenge was a good one from Højbjerg. Robben steams in towards the penalty area. Now Müller crosses a bit too long for Ribéry. Aubameyang. Not seen too much of that turbo drive that he's got under the hood so far, and there's a player down. I think it's Lewandowski. There you can see Toni Kroos pushing out that cramp again. A long season when you've got Champions League, you've got the German Cup, and you've got 34 games in the Bundesliga. There is Tom Hanks. He's sitting next to someone who looks suspiciously like a Dortmund fan with a Dortmund scarf on. I didn't quite recognise the gentleman sitting on his left. Substitution is going to be made. It's Van Boyten. It's waiting to come on. Well, that'll shovel things around again. My colleague tells me that that might have been the director, Tom Tikva, who was next to Tom Hanks. So, Højbjerg coming off. He's also got cramp problems. Daniel Van Boyten coming on. That, again, is a very interesting decision from Pep Guardiola. So now he's got 3 central defenders on the field. How are they going to organise themselves? I'm fascinated. Daniel Van Boyten maybe in his last game for Bayern Munich, with perhaps a free role to go into that Toni Kroos, not Toni Kroos, Højbjerg role there on the left, on the right-hand side. Not a role we're used to seeing him in. Overly cautious. Neither side really trying to break down the defensive barrier with any kind of onslaught. It's all timid little feints with nothing really serious behind it. They need to commit themselves. If you're going to get a goal, you have to take the risk. Well tackled by Şahin. Of course. Wide to Ribéry. Götze. He got a few whistles that time. This is dangerous, but it'll be a corner. And as Mario Götze goes over towards where the bulk of the Dortmund fans are, you can hear the reaction. Although he was born himself in Bavaria. Oh, that one went all the way through, but once again, Mats Hummels doing a great job. Lewandowski trying to get that one under control. Hummels dragged over by Martinez, who felt he got the ball. Now, was that throwing the ball away? Now Jurgen Klopp's got himself in trouble. Well, he's no stranger to getting into trouble with the authorities in the centre, and his assistant as well, Željko Buvac, also. Well, play continues, meanwhile. Schmelz's ball. Grosskreutz. Grosskreutz has gone for a little curling effort. Aubameyang. Aubameyang was the target. There's just about a minute of time to be added on to this first half of extra time. There won't be much of a break between this half and the next, and then if there's no goal, we'll go to penalties, and every Englishman's nightmare, even if your team aren't playing. That's half-time in extra time. Don't go anywhere, because it's quite a quick turnaround. So, second half about to kick off. Dortmund, left to right. Bayern Munich in the other direction. Well, blazed away by Aubameyang. Instructions for Pizarro. He's such a game breaker. He came on last weekend against Stuttgart. He's always got a smile on his face. He might have a bigger one if his teammates could already put them 1-0 up. Here's, well, the ball was heading towards Götze. That was an interesting variant on chesting the ball from Dante. Ribéry gets the ball under control with his first touch. Supreme mastery. Oh, Robben is so quick to see an opportunity. Fast feet. That was well done by Boateng. Cross in, back foot. Oh, the ball's in! Oh, the back stick was Robben. And Munich fans go wild. It's always Robben, every time. He might miss one now and then. It might be the Champions League. It might be important, but sure he'll pop up next time and try exactly the same thing, because that's the kind of player he is. He's a game breaker. He polarises opinion, love him or hate him. He's a man that can score you a goal in a pressure situation. 1-0, Arjen Robben. 5 goals in 5 finals. If you count the Super Cup. Unlucky Dortmund. But they've still got about 14 minutes to turn this thing around. All it takes is 1 goal, 1 equaliser. They've both played a game that it's a shame that one of them has to lose. It's the way it is. Arjen Robben in the first minute of time added on, of extra time in the second half. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, I think you can probably just buckle up, because I think Dortmund will have to go for it now. There's nothing to be done. You can lose 1-0 or you can lose 3-0. Frank Ribéry, obviously suffering, has to come off. He looks to be in pain, but he might have just done enough. Pizarro's on, he'll have a smile on his face, he always does. Shahin, Piszczek. Are we going to see an epic battle now for the last 13 minutes? It might have been worth waiting for. This was how the goal happens. Boateng's ball through. Everybody left it except Arjen Robben, and he played it into an area that was difficult for Weidenfeller to see and get to. At least that's what he'll say. Jonas Hoffmann on the sidelines, waiting to come on for Dortmund. Are Bayern Munich on their way to the double? At this point in time, it certainly seems that they might be. So, Großkreuz makes way for Jonas Hoffmann. And Dortmund are going to come at them. Great ball for Aubameyang. Into the danger area. That'll be a corner. Where are the set pieces now? Dortmund have scored 9 goals from corners this season in the league. They need something like that now. Royce takes. Defended by Martinez. He has had a brilliant game again today. Javi Martinez, part of the Spain squad, of course, for the World Cup. Hoffmann's throw, it's a little short. Shahin with the header, the nod on. It's dropped, but it's dropped kindly for Van Poyten, who hooks it away. Piszczek and Robben battling it out. Oh, that's a perfect ball! Pizarro for Müller. Great ball from the Peruvian. Robben's all on his own, but the ball's not getting there. Müller suffering from cramp. And the Bayern fans now dominating the singing. Well, some of them might have been disappointed that they didn't redo the triple, as they call it in Germany, or the treble, as we call it in English, this season. But doing the double's not too bad, is it? This is Robben. He's gone for the shot. That wasn't far off. Ball out of play. Pizarro put it in the net. And already, Dortmund halfway up the pitch. Şahin. There was a little shove from Lewandowski on Martinez, and now Martinez will make the most of that, and he'll suck up as much time with it as he can. Pep Guardiola. And Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp having a few words to say in the direction of the Munich bench. So now Bayern Munich will go into run the clock down mode. Eight minutes to get an equaliser. Oh, that one came back very unluckily for Dortmund. Sokratis again with a great effort. That ball was still moving. Referee allowing it though. Now the Dortmund fans start to try and get behind their team. The run from Hummels. Hummels has continued his run into the box. Now's the time if Dortmund want to do something. No. Hummels will have to sprint back. That was an all-or-nothing challenge there. Piszczek has a little look up. Şahin in the centre, it's Kirsch. Piszczek trying to make some room that he can get away down that right flank. Şahin not happy. Oh, an unnecessary mistake from Schmelzer. That shows you how tired he is. This is his 17th cup game. He's never had an assist or scored. Marcel Schmelzer in the cup. There's the run. And it's the other way, the throw-in. Good thinking, Lewandowski, but it wasn't a Dortmund throw-in. Jerome Boateng. Oh, this is dangerous. This is dangerous. This could be the killer blow. Arjen Robben, great save. Weidenfeller. That's a foul. And once again, we're in Lewandowski territory. Well, I said it before, Arjen Robben is the man. He's got the cojones to have a go at something like that. And he'll take that risk and he'll take the criticism. That's the foul there on Lewandowski by Daniel van Buiten. Royce on his own, standing over the ball. Lewandowski quite happy to let him take it, I'm sure. These will be his teammates next season. The Bayern Munich crowd, of course. If ever Royce needed something out of the top drawer, Dortmund would like it now, please. Royce up and over, but over the top. Martinez limping slowly. There was that block from Weidenfeller. What a good block it was. What a vital block. They're still in with a chance of taking it to penalties. There's about 3 or 4 minutes. Anything can happen. Dortmund must flood forward. There's an old expression in English, you may as well be hung for a sheep as a lamb. Şahin. That ball goes back, that'll be taken again. Referee wasn't ready. Şahin again. There's a little bit of amateur dramatics going on down there now. And things starting to turn nasty. Van Buiten, the injured party, the referee and his assistant having to get involved. Van Buiten back up on his feet now. Mats Hummels saying he's a diver. Let's have a little look, shall we? Nothing wrong with that. That's a perfect piece of time wasting. Bad show, Mr. Van Buiten, bad show. Not in the spirit of the game at all. Robben gets the cross away. Schmelzer. Götze. How much left in the tank for Mario Götze? Trying to take it to the post, the corner post, and keep possession, run that clock down. We're into just a couple of minutes left. Dortmund need to get into the opposition half. And the Bayern fans can't believe that that's a free kick either. Weidenfeller's going to take it. Piszczek. Oh, it's looking good. It's passed, and it's past everyone. It went past Neuer. And now Neuer's down. Well, this is sadly to be expected at this stage in the competition. When they get the opportunity to waste a bit of time. They do take it, and the physios are on. Shake of the head from Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Bayern Munich just seconds away from their 17th win of this German Football Association trophy. Unless Dortmund can pull a miracle out of somewhere. Well, they need the ball first to do that. And at the moment, they ain't got it. So, we now have 4 minutes of time added on. A small miracle in itself. There were a couple of injuries. There's been a couple of stoppages for cramps and people having their legs pulled back into place. Now then, what can Royce do against Martinez? Lewandowski. This is Piszczek. This is better. This is Dortmund on the attack. Oh, he was about to pull the trigger. Somebody shoots. Oh, it's over the top. Marco Reus had the perfect opportunity to level it up, but it's another corner. Oh, that one deflected over by Boateng. That could so easily have gone in. Jonas Hoffmann. Ball curling straight to Manuel Neuer. Bayern fans starting to believe that they're going to get both hands on that cup. They've got one on it as it is. Piszczek. Robben eating up the meters to try and get somewhere near him. And he gets the ball instead. Doesn't particularly want it because I don't think he can run anymore. There's Pizarro. He's onside. Højbjerg's through. Müller's through. Müller's through. Müller's through. And it's all over in the Olympic Stadium as Thomas Müller wins Bayern Munich their 17th trophy. As they say in German. Thomas Müller, the top scorer in the competition. That's 8 goals now. There's only ever been Adnan Kevric, I think his name was. He got 8 as well. It's done and dusted. The mighty Bayern Munich extend their records left, right and centre this season. 53 games unbeaten. Away games without loss. They're hobbling on the pitch. The Bayern Munich players can hardly walk, some of them. Pep Guardiola will be looking forward to another shower in beer. Time is almost up. They're gathered on the touchline. They're just waiting. And it's all over. Bayern Munich have won the 71st DFB-Pokal and can celebrate a right royal season. The treble last season, the double this season.